to that cruise. Hell, your audience is going to be jealous there, not on that floating comedy show with you all.
I know, but I think they're trying to start the show. I'll talk to you later. I'll see you. Okay, have a good one, and don't get wet because it's raining.
Coffee in my cup, sun just peeking through. TV glowing in the kitchen like it always do.
Cheryl's laughing first, Jeremy's got that grin. Ryan's talking ports and plans, Ricky's reeling us in.
Go live together, start the day, sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, rise and shine, talking trips that feel like mine. From cruise dreams to travel weather, I feel the world when we go live together. There's swapping little secrets on packing light, packing smart. Which deck has the quiet spots where the late night stories start?
Scott's breaking all the tech news with that Scotty J screen star shine. I'm taking notes on napkins while my eggs get cold on the side.
Go live together, start the day, sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, rise and shine, talking trips that feel like mine. From cruise dreams to travel weather, I feel the world when we go live together. One day I'll book that cabin bag by the door, heart on my sleeve. Oh, yeah. Till then I'll keep on cruising through that YouTube show, make believe.
Go live together, start the day,
Sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, don't let go. You're my map and my talk show road. From cruise news to travel chatter, you bring us all on board. We go live together.
Good morning, everybody. And let me tell you, our internet on my side back here is like crazy. I'm trying to do something and it's not, it's doing it, but it's doing it slow. And I want to welcome everybody in and tell you we stayed up. Okay, here's the deal. I don't know. I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm go. I don't know if I should say it, but it's supposed to be in my brain, and it still is in my brain. Okay, do you all know about how to make your own AI person on your personal I don't know, personal page?
Texas.
Yeah, well, wait, because Scott, it's really your fault. I'm gonna throw you under the bus. Wow. You've given him so much tech stuff in his head. He's trying to spit it out, and he didn't go to bed till 2 a.m. last night he made a walking AI, and he would be like all day yesterday afternoon. Hey, babe, look at this. You know, I can make this, and his name is Chester. And I said, who is that for? Are you going up against Apple and Google with this AI thing? And uh, he said, no, it's my personal AI. Okay. And I know he got this from you because he didn't have this in his brain. And so he made this man and he tested it with Robert from Canada. So there you have it. You have two boom boom people. And let me tell you, when he did it, Rob asked, he changed the name to Victor or Vita or something. I don't know. He changed the name to the bot, his bot. And his bot gets the information that he wants from Chat GPT and Alexa. Not Alexa, Amazon. No, not Amazon, Google. Who did she get that information from? Tell them the
I'll
story.
give them a
then.
full explanation as soon as I can.
Oh, see, that's okay.
I will
I'm
give
gonna
them a
not
full
learn it.
explanation as soon as I can.
I'm not gonna learn it, but I know those ideas didn't come into your head.
You did
I
well.
mean, you
You
stayed
did
up
very well on your
all
explanation.
day yesterday.
No, I'm serious. Like you explained it exactly the way that you understand it, which is exactly the way that
That you told me,
your AI,
right?
that your AI, your hubby, did. So I did a
Yeah.
great job yesterday. You retained all of that. I love it. Thank you.
Whatever. I know that you didn't come up with that idea yourself. The only time he didn't do it was when the nurse came yesterday. And after she left, he went right back.
Okay, let me explain. Let me explain because I know all the creators are like, "What'd Jeremy do?" Okay, so this is what I did.
Okay,
I
listen, Scott.
I
Listen.
watched a really detailed YouTube video, which I thought was going to be about AI generative prompting, which I want to get like completely cool with my prompting, right? I want to be on point so that I can deliver the best product possible. What I did was I asked Gemini, which is produced by Google, can you create me a personal AI assistant? Can you create for me a personal AI assistant which references you because I'm using you to make it, which references you for your answers? And this is what he looks like. This is what he sounds like. This is what he does. This is his name. His name is Jester, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I plugged it in and it created for me what is called a Google Gemini gem. A gem is your master prompt. What a master prompt is all of your preferences plugged into one long document. Okay, you put all of your stuff in there, and it's always things for your AI to remember for you. That way, you don't have to let them know that you have a YouTube channel or that your name is Jeremy Boucher. Because it already knows it. It's called agentive AI. It's a different corner of artificial intelligence that makes your workflows that much easier. My bot is named Vector. VEC.
Vector. I thought it was Victor.
Publicly available. It is
I
my
didn't know what his name
corner
was.
of Gemini. It is my personal corner of Gemini, and he's cool. I just want to let you know. So the only other person with the link in this world is Rob right now. So he's testing it for me on that side, and I'm testing it on this side to see if it's going to remain true.
Mm-hmm.
So I created for myself.
What do you think of that,
personal
Scott?
AI agent.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Yes.
I told you. I knew it was you.
And I think those rabbit holes are all Jeremy's to go down.
Yes, they are. It is my personal journey.
All I did was point out the hole. Yes. Jeremy chooses to go down it.
And he didn't even tell me about Gemini. He told me about ChatGPT. To be fair, Scott drove me to ChatGPT. That's the only thing he did.
Gemini didn't exist then.
Right.
ChatGPT was the only one that existed. Gemini came along later. So
right.
I use Gemini like 99% of the time. I use ChatGPT very sparingly.
I rarely go over there anymore.
Let me tell you, if Alice in Wonderland hadn't went down a rabbit hole, Jeremy is down there right now.
I am.
He is
I'm
deep in that
deep
hole.
off into learning artificial intelligence. That's what I'm learning.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes, Cheryl.
Did you create your Gemini avatar yet?
Yeah, well, not my avatar yet. I did my gem and I gave it a face, and baby said it looked like a demon. So, yeah, it did. So, because it's a Mardi Gras mask that has, like horns and stuff on it. I'm gonna take the horns off, but I think Jester still looks cool.
Well, because Gemini has basically its new equivalent to Sora.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want that to include, like if you want it to generate videos with you in them, you have to first create your avatar. So your avatar, it scans your face. It's a lot of like move your head around, stuff like that. So it can like scan your face and stuff. And then it has you say a bunch of phrases and stuff like that so that it can approximate your voice. And then if you ask it to create videos, it already has your avatar and your voice. So it just creates them with you in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what we've been doing over on TikTok, because
you have to do that though in the app.
Oh,
you can't do it on your computer. You have to do it in the Gemini app.
Yeah.
There's an option in there for creating your avatar. You can't do it on the computer. Once you've got it created in the app, then you can do all of this stuff on the computer, but you can't create the avatar on anything but the mobile app.
That's crazy.
Well, now you learned something different. So don't start with that today, because who's coming today? Tamara's coming.
And let me explain as to why we were up late last night, or at least why I was up till 2:58 last night. There was a request coming through from my co-host right here that she wanted to professionalize her personal channel. So then she had me go into Gemini and do exactly what I did for my personal channel, which is to ask it a very broad question. My prompting is getting so much better, and because of it, I'm getting a lot. I'm getting better results. I made it so general to where I need everything, like thumbnails, starter packs, designs, SEOs, descriptions, and it gave me the start to finish, step-by-step instructions for setting up a YouTube channel. And because Google owns YouTube and Gemini, they're going to let me know. They're going to give me the best advice to make me as successful on their platform as humanly possible. So that's why I'm using Gemini for YouTube. And last night we set up baby's channel to be fully professional in a little bit. I just followed all of those steps. So now her personal channel is also going to include the more deeper family stuff and health journeys going over there, and she could tell you more about it, but we just got it set up last night until 3 a.m. So that's why we were up.
Okay.
Didn't you mean artificially humanly possible?
Yes, artificially humanly possible, because I asked for the deep thinking pro advanced model, and because that's the kind of results that I'm returning these days. And dealing with AI it's a learning curve. It really is. Especially if you start listening to these guys carry on about, like, this is what kind of data set this one can read. I'm like, whoa, I'm still on Chat GPT mode here. Let's not get too crazy, but I did learn how to use it a lot better. I'm happy. I'm good. But yes, the agent will be on the way, because that's what I wanted to do with Vector anyway. I wanted to show him, like dancing across the screen or something like that. I know that Google can do better. I knew it. Right now, it's just a little circle with a V in it, a purple circle with a V in it. That's all Vector looks like, and I'm going to improve on that today.
Well,
you need an Ultra subscription.
One more time.
I said you're going to need an Ultra subscription.
I know. I'm finding that out too. But hey, it's cheap. It's $7.99 a month for now. Yep.
Oh yeah, Keith says. Keith from Wakeview, I saw you yesterday on Foodies chat show, her casino show. And man, Nettie and Lori, and
Mhm.
you, man, y'all the perfect people to be up there talking about casino. Lori gets
It was
real
making it
serious,
rain
and so
yesterday.
does Nettie. They get
Mhm.
real serious about their gambling and they don't want nobody standing over them. I mean, that was really a fun show yesterday. Um, I think most of my intelligence is artificial. Yeah. Keith, you were funny yesterday. And Zach said he wants to change his intro music for the nerd herd, but he don't know how. Maybe y'all can say that. Tell him what to start with. Because 1, 2, 3, Ryan just changed his last week. And then um,
There's a simple
you, you
process.
and Scott, y'all know how to do that stuff.
It's a
I don't
simple
know how to do
process.
it. Good morning, Josiane. But that was what my day was like yesterday, watching him get so excited about this AI avatar and just AI stuff. Oh yeah, Nettie is very serious about her stuff, her gambling. Oh my god. But anyway, y'all can start the show because guess what? I'm through talking. I like the music. I just want to put videos to the background instead of just still pictures the whole time. Well, you're looking at the people that can do it. These guys right here can tell you how to put videos in because if I'm not mistaken, Ryan has got the jumping in the pool. Um, Scott is in the pool, and that was such a great day. Y'all just don't know. Every time I look at that, I touch my chest because
Mhm.
that makes me Ricky talking to the captain. That's I think she's now on Celebrity, if I'm not mistaken. She's
Mm-mm.
on a really
She moved to Ritz
expensive ship.
Carlton. She moved to Ritz Carlton.
Okay, she's on a
Yeah.
really rich um, ship right now.
Yeah.
But Ricky's video is where he's talking to the captain and the kitty cat. But they did not even come out right. But and Scott is in the water moving around like that. So they know how to make videos in a intro because they've done it. So you
I
might
mean,
want to give
we're not very far from doing video lessons. So yeah, and just get with me in the event you want to put a video and put some music on it. I got you. I will
yeah,
teach
these
anything.
three guys can help you out,
Yep.
Zach. They can. Good morning, Tawana. And you were in somebody's live chat yesterday. Let me tell you, last night, I don't remember whom, but I did I can't remember.
I know we were jumping through a lot of lives yesterday.
Yeah,
It was
we
just like
did. That's
a
what I
live
did.
marathon. I know I was in Kevin's live for a while.
Yeah, we
I
were in a
was.
lot of lives. We went from me, you, Rob were on the phone, and
Channel
we were
hopping.
going to people's lives. Yeah, Mike, that's all I know how to do. And then the one time when I needed to go into another browser, which I don't see my browser window in here anymore, but um, I had to do something. I don't remember, but I had to open up another browser and put something in there. They I won't do that again because they made me nervous, which made me they were nervous because they thought I was going to end the live stream, but I didn't. But here we are. That's all I know how to do. Okay, I'm done talking because I'm really what is that word? Distracted. Don't come back here and close my blinds. I don't want you to do that.
Instead,
But
I will start the show. Good morning, everybody,
okay.
and welcome in to Go Live Together. We are your morning team. I am Jeremy. This is Cheryl. Right here is Ryan. And over there is Scott. Good morning, hashtag team replay. If you are here, first of all, thank you guys so much for coming in to the show today. We really appreciate you for coming back. Tonight, remember, Anchors Away at 8:30 Central. What is CDT? Because I'm seeing all this stuff. I'm saying Central Standard Time, but it's a D.
DT daylight saving.
It's daylight.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So,
technically, I always call it EST even during
Right.
daylight time, but it should be EDT for
It's
Eastern
EDT.
Daylight Time,
Yeah.
CDT for Central Daylight Time.
and I think
Then,
they're trying to get,
when we fall back, it's standard.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's okay.
So
So
when we fall back, it's standard time, and when we spring forward, it's daylight time.
which one is it does it switch at any time? Which time frame does it stay in? Does it get later? Does it get dark at like 8:30 or 5:30? That's what I want to know. The one that they're all fighting to keep.
When it gets dark at 5:30, that's standard.
Yeah, I know, but which one is everybody wanting? Like, what would you rather? Would you
I'd
rather
rather have more daylight.
more
So
daylight?
Keep it on
or less
daylight
daylight?
saving time versus.
I'd rather have more daylight.
Yeah, I would rather.
I'd rather have more daylight.
Yeah, because it stays dark till almost 9 here. Like it really does, and I like it. I do. I'm here for it. But then in the
I wouldn't
wintertime,
say more daylight, but daylight longer in the day. I don't want to get off work and it be dark.
it's true.
Right.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't know if you remember the original argument was that they didn't want children going to school in the morning in the dark.
And they
Yes,
started
me.
at 6 a.m. anyway, so it's still dark, even in daylight
Right.
savings time.
So
Right,
that's
right.
why they did it, because they didn't want kids going to school in the dark. So
Yeah. Okay.
And Angie, we have a dolphin cruise. Well, where we came from, Galveston, there was a dolphin cruise that we went on as a family. And after that, we went to Will G's, the restaurant that's right there by the port, at the port. And guess what? I got COVID.
Yep.
Was put in the hospital for 13 days. Yes, that happened.
And
That happened.
speaking of things
Yeah.
that are going on in the world, let's check in with the weather around the country, shall we? Yes, we got to check in and see what the deal is and see where y'all are. Look, first of all, straight out the gate, it's raining. Right here, we're waking up to 69 degrees, cloudy with a high of 81 and a low of 68. In Pine Bluff, Arkansas, it is 74 degrees with a high of 83 and a low of 68. They got sunshine, baby. In Mechanicsburg, it is 70 degrees with rain, a high of 81 and a low of 66. Hang on, let me check the feels like down here. 70 degrees. Okay. So y'all get a little rain today, 100%. And man, y'all are getting soaked.
we already had 6 days of rain, right?
Nice.
Then we had one
Oh
day.
my
We had
God.
one day and it's cloudy, and then now it's raining again.
Uh-huh. And then look at Tampa right here.
Welcome to our world.
Tampa. Oh, okay. So y'all had all that rain in the forecast. Still do, Ryan. Look at this. Today.
Yeah, we got some rain yesterday. You know, it's definitely keeping my pool full, which is a good sign. The pond's
but
starting to fill up, so it's looking better and better.
But it's Florida.
Yeah.
It rains every day, right?
Well, it's supposed to have been raining every day for like months now, and it hasn't. So this is the first week we've actually gotten rain daily since the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So
And then let's see. In San Antonio,
I like Will G's weather.
it is 67 degrees and cloudy with a high of 84 and a low of 64. If you are sailing out of Galveston today, they're waking up to 72 degrees with rain, high of 80 and a low of 68.
Yeah, we watched Houston weather, and Galveston is getting slammed.
So
with
is Lake
water.
Charles. Look, we got to call Daddy. They getting soaked,
Yeah.
but not as much as Ryan and them. It's still gonna be hot though. Oof, that's rough. But yeah,
And Zach want to know if it's going to rain at Six Flags.
good question.
They're going today. Would you say good question?
Yeah, well, I'm
We got a
super
lot of
early
rain
already.
last night.
Good morning to the rest of the chat. Hello, thank you, lurkers, mods, viewers, members, and everywhere in between. Thank you so much for coming out today
Yeah,
again.
we got a severe thunderstorm too, Mike.
Hoping for no rain again in Destin today. Yeah, I mean it's Destin
Oh
is
wait, yeah,
absolutely
she had
great, but
her vacation got rained
yeah,
out.
that's terrible.
Man, what do y'all do? Well, what we did, what our cruise got rained out last year, we just stayed on the ship.
We did not
We
get
just
off
stayed
of
on
the
the ship.
MSC
We did not
Seascape.
get
We
off.
left from Galveston and came back to Galveston without ever leaving the ship. Have you ever done that? Like did a whole cruise and never left the ship, not once?
We didn't leave the ship at all because it rained so bad. I mean, when we got to one of those ports, it was just like really pouring down. You know,
Ryan,
man.
have you ever not gotten off the ship at a single port stop?
No, there's always been at least one port that I've gotten off. Yeah.
Let us know in the chat if you've ever taken a cruise and not gotten off the ship. Let us know. That's a good question for today.
Yeah. The closest one was my my solo cruise because I only had 2 ports. I didn't get off in Bahamas, but I got off for a couple of hours in.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, Kurt, all you got to do is type in exclamation point weather and then your zip code. Do that. I have fixed my Nightbot to return the weather where you are. Do that. Exclamation point weather, your zip code.
Oh yeah. Will G,
check your
Jen,
one,
and
too.
Andrew, they are getting pounded with the rain. We watched it last night. I didn't call Jennifer yet. You know, we usually call each other and talk about the rain or the cruise that we're going up on. But oh my God.
Oh, and Ross was in here too. He's saying bye to everybody.
Hey Ross, how you doing? You know, I've got good insurance. I don't have to leave. They come to my house. That's why they've been I'm waiting on what's the man's name? Tanner, occupational therapy to come this morning.
Yep. All right. Well, let's go ahead and slide on into the cruise news, shall we?
What was I going to do? Let's see.
Piddle. I think we're going to go piddling.
I am. I'm about to.
Okay. Well, cool. Because you might want to listen to this, though. Carnival confirms new dinner menu release across half of the fleet. Carnival Cruise Line has been rolling out refreshed, elevated menus for the main dining restaurants across the fleet, with half of the line's 29 ships either already offering the new menu or ready to begin doing so in the next few weeks. The rollout has been confirmed by brand ambassador John Heald, who also shared a variety of the new menus during his recent FFS cruise aboard Carnival Spirit in Alaska. Guests first enjoyed the new menu when beta testing began on Carnival Magic in late January and Mardi Gras at the end of February. In March, 3 more ships began serving the new menu: Carnival Panorama, Carnival Sunshine, and Carnival Liberty. Up next were the Carnival Jubilee, the Pride, the Spirit, Conquest, all of which debuted the new menu in April, followed by the Vista and the Miracle in May. In fact, the Miracle's current sailing that departed Seattle on May 21st for a 7-night Alaskan itinerary is the first cruise to offer the new menu on board, much to the delight of the ship's guests. 2 more ships will begin offering the new menu in June. Celebration is scheduled to debut the new dining offerings beginning with the June 7th departure, a 7-night Eastern Caribbean cruise to Nassau, Celebration Key, Amber Cove, and Grand Turk.
Where can we see the new menu?
Hang on. Let me look ahead.
Okay, while you looking at that, let me tell y'all, I saw Gerald from Mountain to Sea And oh my God, she is so beautiful.
They do not
I said,
say.
Jeremy, look at Gerald.
They did not say what was on the menu.
Does anybody know what's on the menu? Because I would like to know what's on the new menu. I will be going on Carnival. I will be back on Carnival. I haven't been on Carnival in a minute. It's been a long time. I would like to know what's on the new menu.
Speaking of
maybe
being a
I
long
should go-
time, look who's in the chat.
What is it? It's in the chat.
No, right there. Look who is in the chat.
The Z Show. Hey Z.
We got a special viewer in the
Great
chat, and also there's
state
Gerald right there.
of-
You can tell her yourself.
Yes. Oh my God.
And I don't know why Cruise Hive
Said
waits.
the new menu was good. I like your profile picture. I did. And you came across I was on Facebook yesterday because I don't go on there like I used to because I get in Facebook jail. So I stay off of Facebook because I never know what I did or said to put me in Facebook jail. But she's very pretty. She's got long blonde hair and stuff. Yes, girl, get on with that.
I don't know why.
Blonde hair.
I do not know why Cruise Hive waits until this man is on the show, but Carnival has a new bow crest on the Legend.
What is it?
I don't know, but it's not a star, so Scott is not going anywhere yet. I'm watching him to see if he goes anywhere because my head's down. I can't see him go. So you watch him, okay?
Oh, wait, he's going to really flip out because guess what, Scott? I've been buying clothes that represent Texas.
Yeah.
On the February 14th cruise. I am going to be so many, even Hannah, she's either going to be a little cute bee. She's got a little dress that's got bees on it, Be kind, it says, that she's wearing on the cruise. I've been shopping for Jubilee. And
yeah, but you guys got killer bees down there in Texas.
I was going to ask you that, man. Look, I'm so glad you came back. First of all, we are studying also on the side plants that would reduce the amount of mosquitoes that we'll have in the backyard, considering that we're actually doing the suburban thing and going out into our backyard and enjoying it. Well, we discovered that marigolds, lavender, catnip, all of those deal with mosquitoes naturally. Now, during the discovery phase, we discovered that something that bees like is good for the repellent of mosquitoes, but the bees, you got to leave this stuff alone because the bees are just like super attracted to it, right? And we thought about you in that moment. And then I thought, wait, before we get that stuff, let's make sure that it's not going to attract killer bees or Africanized bees. And that's what I want to know, Scott. If we plant this repelling plant, will it attract the killer bees?
Okay, so there's no difference between the docile variant of the European honeybee and the Africanized bee in all respects except for the defensive response and the potency of the venom. So everything else about that bee is the same. But because of the African genetics, they are more. So like, I don't want to say aggressive because honeybees are not aggressive. They're defensive. So, but their defensive response is much more aggressive. And their venom is probably about 4 times more potent. But every other aspect of that variant of the honeybee is the same as every other honeybee. So if it's going to attract a honeybee, you could attract an Africanized bee. But bear this in mind. Bees are rarely defensive away from their hive. So when they are out foraging, so when they have visited a flower in your backyard,
correct,
they are not likely at all. I mean, like I can't even think of the number that would represent the possibility that they would be defensive, because they're only defensive at their home where they are defending food and brood.
Right. Okay,
so when they're defending their nest, they are defensive. But when they are away, they are not. So,
and, baby, there is a channel in here called Noop International Creator, and you might want to pay attention to that because this sounds like one of your brothers.
I'm gonna talk to him in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as Scott get through with the bees, because that was a very deep question that we had. Because we're spending more time in the backyard, we needed answers real quick.
Yeah, but Africanized or not, they are not as likely to be like I can't even imagine them being defensive away from their colony because
we generally don't get the bees. Now the big humongous really the bees that make a whole lot of noise, we get those outside all the time because we're in Texas. We had a horsefly about this big go in the gazebo just the other day. So yeah, we got the big ones out here, but I was just curious, will we be inviting trouble if we plant marigolds, lavender, and catnip? That's all I wanted to know.
I mean, not in the sense that you're, thinking, but remember, there are other kind of pollinators, not to the degree that honeybees pollinate. Wasps and yellow jackets and hornets and stuff. They all do a little bit of pollination as well, and they're also very investigative kind of insects. That's why they're always flying in and around everything and always in and around your car when you're stopped at a red light or whatever, because they're highly inquisitive insects. So
I've been in the South most of my life. What I've been stung by is red wasps and a hornet. A hornet got me one time, and that was bad. We had a yard full of hornets and they were defending, their nest, but there was a nest in one of our trees, in one of our pine trees in the yard. Whenever I was growing up, one of them got me. I was being, young, about 8 or 9 years old. And when I went into my stepmother's barn and got hit by 50 red wasps, they had to take the stingers out of me. I was on that table for a long time. Wow. They were picking stingers out of me and my whole back swelled up. They took me to the hospital and I had to have an allergy shot. But yeah, I remember that. Bees, I don't think I've ever been stung by a bee. I haven't.
They're only defensive. So unless you're near their nest, they're not going to really kind of do anything like that or whatever. When you hear of somebody being attacked by, Africanized bees or whatever in the South, it's typically because those people were near their nest, and that variant of the honeybee tends to be more aggressive in its defensiveness. So it's, more likely to attack when somebody's even a few hundred feet away. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, right.
I know.
Yeah, that is a rarity because as a client, I have a general rule that I do not contact that particular client until well after lunchtime. Mm-hmm. So that's hilarious.
CME says we have mint, peppermint, catnip is considered number one. It is. Citronella grass. It looks too much like a weed for me to put back there, but it would be cool. Lemongrass, we looked at that. Eucalyptus is going to be in the house because I have a feeling that we need to let Miss Sicko breed that stuff in as she's doing because she stays sick. Marigold is what we're going to do. That stuff, they say it takes over and it grows wild. So that's what we're going to do. Just chunk a whole bunch of seeds in the back corner and let it grow.
But we have mint too.
We got mint already. Yeah, we got mint already. Mint. So yeah, we're gonna take care of all of that because the burning scent of tiki torches bothers me. I don't know if it bothers anybody else, but that smell, that citronella oil is just bad. So what I did was I got these long incense sticks of citronella that I'm going to, light and plant around the gazebo. That way it'll just cover it from all angles. We're still going to have to smell it, but it won't be as strong in that black.
Get one of those zappers.
Oh yeah, we're getting a bug zapper too. We're in Texas, man. You could have 4 of them things and it still not be enough. we have skeeter hawks at the front door constantly. When I open the door, I have to and do something like take out the trash. I got to come back in here and kill 2 or 3 skeeter hawks, the big ones.
Because
So
I've been seeing like there's like a new product or something like that. It's like a thing you just stick in the ground or whatever. It's about like this big or whatever, and it just like attracts and pulls in all the mosquitoes, and then you literally just kind of like hose off all the dead mosquitoes, you know, every so often or whatever.
that would be great.
I mean, I don't know what it is. I wouldn't probably ever use it around here. I mean, we have our fair share of mosquitoes up here as well, but I don't, you know, like tend to spend a lot of time in one place outside. So I don't typically have to deal with them too much.
Yep. And let me see. Okay. Cruise news. That's what I was doing. I just wanted to get back to, you know, that conversation. I missed you. And we watched this days ago. I had to remember, it's like, man, I needed Scott for something. It wasn't tech, but it was that. It was the bees, because I'm like, we better not invite trouble in this backyard. We already got vegetables that are going to be blooming because we got, you know, we planted them a couple of months ago and they're fixing to start producing. So it's like, I know we got flowers coming, and, you know, I didn't want to run into any trouble, but thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
And in the event you are wondering why Scott knows so much about bees, is that's what he does. He is a beekeeper.
He's a beekeeper.
He's a beekeeper at heart that just so happens to go on a cruise and just so happens to be a very professional travel agent. So,
And our very best friend.
boom.
But
There you
I
have
need
it.
to talk to Noop International.
Yes.
I was already subscribed to you, but I just put my notification on to you. But check it out. Edify chapter back in 1973. I was Miss Kappa Alpha Psi. Check it out. I turned over my leaf for organizing homecomings and stuff like that about 6 years ago. I turned it over to Jennifer and some of the other younger girls because, you know, my body I wasn't able to do the things I did. So yes, they used to have parades down there in college when I was in college, and I used to do the hand waving, you know, because I was nominated. I was handpicked. The first line was handpicked by Kappas of Edify. And then in 1970 something, they said no more sisterhood with the Kappa loves, Kappa whatevers, you know, the sweethearts and all of that. So we branched out to KKI. But let me tell you, I was Miss Kappa Alpha Psi, and I enjoyed that honor. So I'm done.
All right.
Check it out.
Yep. Just
Check it out.
days after Carnival Legend debuted the new From Sea to Shining Sea bow crest that will be making its way across the fleet, Carnival Magic has become the second ship to showcase that soon-to-be iconic feature of the fun ships of America's cruise line. The Dream-class ship just completed a 35-day dry dock at Grand Bahama Shipyard in Freeport. The new bow crest was just one refreshment for the ship, with new features and amenities added for all ages to enjoy. Teens will love that the ship's warehouse video arcade on Deck 4, adjacent to Club O2 Teen Space, has been refreshed, while adults will appreciate the new games and refreshment in the adult video arcade, aka the Hat Trick Casino, on Deck 5. On Deck 12, the spa and sports deck, the Waterworks Aqua Park has been revitalized and the pools have been refreshed. A new miniature golf course has also been added midship on Deck 12 under the ropes course for all guests to enjoy. And all new fitness equipment and updated wellness spaces have been added to the Cloud9 Spa on Decks 12 and 14, providing guests with the best possible options to stay fit for every sailing and rejuvenate with the latest in wellness treatments. For guests who look forward to different taste and deliciousness for their cruise vacations, the Lido restaurant layout has been redesigned to create a more efficient flow and better seating. This will elevate the dining experience at the buffet as the main dining restaurant has already been elevated. So yeah, the Magic got some more refreshes. That'll
Okay,
work.
so speaking of Carnival and my fellow TAs, right? How often do you guys have to call Carnival, or have you had to call Carnival recently regarding any kind of booking?
Yes, my client went out of Galveston, and her room was absolutely.
This is a bad story, y'all. Listen.
She had a story
Very
just
bad.
like yours, Scott. She walked up in there. It was not remade from the last guest who just now got off. She calls me prior to embarkation, and she's like on the ship right there dealing with the ship crew, and she's like, "Can you do something about this?" I'm like, "Well, take all the pictures and videos to do, and then send them to me. That way we can do it." I think she just let it ride because they were already working on it before she left. I just never, I never heard anything back from that. I have had to call Carnival. Baby asked me to call whenever they first announced it, I think, and ask some loyalty type questions. But I haven't had to call recently, except for that one thing, because I don't have, a whole lot of bookings.
Well, I mean, like they have completely changed things. Like you used to call and it would say, "Hey, if you're a travel agent, press this number, and then you need help with an existing booking, press 1 or whatever." And then you would get the next rep. That was it. That was the end of it, right? I think like back in the day when Adolfo Perez was still the VP of sales, he would come on and give a little thing or whatever and say, "Remember, travel agents rock," right? And then you would just wait for the next representative.
Yes.
Now you call that, you go through this whole complicated phone mail system. Then it says, "Oh, well, now we would like to record you saying what your reason for calling is, but it's just for kind of like informational purposes. It's not going to be shared with the representative who ends up answering your call."
Right.
And then
it's like, why should I say that? So I just have to repeat myself again.
Right. Then after that, then it says, "Okay, we need to validate your identity. So please speak your booking number," right? Well, like I was speaking a booking number, and it kept basically saying, it'll either say one of two things. It'll either say, "We were not able to verify your identity." Well, I don't know why you would, because I'm not the one, and I even pressed the button for "I'm a travel agent." Or it'll say, "We think you said," and then of course it never repeats back the correct one. So then you say, and it says, "Is that right?" And you say no. And then it wants to go through it again. And then eventually it'll time out and it'll say, "Okay, we were unable to verify your identity, and now we're transferring you to a representative," right? If your question is anything other than a specific thing about that particular booking or some type of administrative thing for that booking, they can no longer help you. And they want you to call a different number and then put in a different extension and get the business development team on. But the problem is that there is like only a small number of business development representatives. So if they are all on calls, it transfers you back into the same queue. And then you get another representative who said, "Well, you're supposed to call business development." And I said, "Well, I did," right? I mean, it is an absolute nightmare. And I cannot imagine there was any actual testing of that system before somebody said, "Hey, just turn it on and take it live."
Right.
And, and who cares, because we're not going to be the ones dealing with the people. Right. It is an absolute nightmare calling Carnival as a travel agent. And I am really, really at the end of my rope about it already.
Yep. I've already stopped pushing Carnival cruises. I don't sell them anymore. Like I don't
we try to push.
I take my Carnival cruise clients, and I'm trying to move them over to MSC. I'm trying to move my Carnival clients over to MSC because of the loyalty removal. I want my clients to be happy. I don't want them to feel burned just like I did. So I just stopped pushing their product. I did. And then at the same time booked another one. So, I may just want to keep Carnival for myself. Y'all don't know. Me and John Heald, we may have an understanding. Because you like to write letters and stuff. I think we need to write John Heald about this, baby. We do. Yep. Let's see who else wrote John Heald.
Wakeview Travel said
this is a brand new system, brand new procedure at Carnival, and it should not be live. They should take it back down.
Look at what Keith said. He said, and I thought Royal Caribbean customer service was bad. I don't sell Royal Caribbean, so I don't know. I can't sell something that I know very little about. That I don't know how to explain the lifestyle and why you would choose Royal
because
Caribbean
we had trouble. We had trouble with RCL when we had all the kids.
You can't put 3 kids in a room with cruising power. If you can, get at me and teach me because I have searched high and low. You cannot put more than 2 kids on that ship.
Even Julie and Brian, when we traveled with them, when we cruised with them, said they have to call RCL to get their kids in the same room.
I had a booking. Well, it was a group booking, but I had a group and it was 8 families, and several of them had 3 and 4 children. And I had to call. So.
Wait, we heard this one time. We heard this. I was on a call with a cruise line. I forget which one it was, but it was during the work from home. Like everybody had to work from home days, and we heard roosters in the yard as we was going through our booking. I'm like, "Are you at the house?"
We asked, "Is that a chicken?"
We heard that.
Listen, I was on the phone. I was just on the phone with a Carnival rep, and I heard in the background, I heard the chirp of a smoke detector.
I've heard that too. I'm like, yeah, you're at the crib. I've heard that too. Let's get it one time, just for the folks' sake.
I don't have it on this board. I don't have it on the GLT board. I have it on the Anchors Away board.
Oh no.
Okay, Scott, but where is that? Where are you at? Because I can't figure it out.
This is Nassau, Bahamas. Well,
Really?
it's the extension part of the new port. It's all the way at the end.
Oh.
So the building over my right shoulder, that's kind of like curved a little bit. That's the Margaritaville Resort. And I'm not sure what that building is there on the opposite shoulder. It's new. I'm not sure what they're doing out there or whatever, but they also just put in, it wasn't open the last time I was there, but it was close to being completed, but they put in like a small little kind of like beach club, right, like kind of like probably right behind where I would have been standing when I took this picture. It's similar to the one that they put there at Roatan, not at Mahogany Bay, but at the regular Roatan port, where like it's got like a small little swimming pool and some loungers and a couple of cabanas and stuff. It's not owned by the cruise lines or anything like that. It's like a private standalone kind of, venue or whatever. I'm not sure what it's going to cost or anything like that, but because like I said, it wasn't open yet, but I like held the camera up real high and was able to see over the fence and got a little bit of kind of like rough video of it. But that's kind of right there at the far end of the new Nassau port as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Because I love Nassau. Not too many people love it. But I
get off the ship in Nassau.
You got to get off the ship.
I always get off the ship in Nassau. I love Nassau, man.
Nassau's cool. Anyway, Vicky's coming on next, so we're gonna go ahead and start wrapping up the show, y'all. Go fix your sandwich. Join her over there on.
Oh wow, this hour went by.
It did. It went by fast. We had a lot to cover. So Tomorrow is going to be no different, but tonight, oh yeah, Senior Frog is on the left.
Gerald, I don't know if you heard me. I like your picture, your profile picture. I
Yep.
love it. Okay, I'm
And
done. I just had to
but
say
yeah,
that.
so what is the plans for the remainder of the day, Ryan?
I'm gonna sneeze first.
Very good.
Bless you.
Well, since we're doing daily fishies will be back. It is officially Wednesday. Other than that, as far as YouTube goes, I think that's about it. Trying to catch up on people's channels and start running some playlists. But other than that, that's about it.
Scott?
Well, I spent all day in the bee yard yesterday, and I ended up bringing some equipment back that needs a little bit of TLC, so I'll probably be doing some beekeeping equipment maintenance.
There you have it. Let me see.
Because it's raining here again today, so there's not like I can do anything outside.
Right.
No, you can't do it. We can't do anything outside. Man.
Okay, so Foodie Time's upcoming episode link is going up in the chat. That way you guys could just hit
Danny had to work today.
Down South Stitcher. Thank you for letting me know. And I can't wait to get my old style keyboard back. Scott, the one thing, and it's this simple for me. I am a very simple individual, okay? The control button is on the corner of the keyboard. The command button is not. I cannot stand
two keys down.
Yeah, it sucks. I am so used to getting that corner key, control whatever, because I have a pretty wide thing. I can push any button from either side, and I'm just so used to doing it one-handed that now it's like I have to work this thing two-handed, and it's so tiny. I like my big keyboard. You know how you showed yours the other day? I'm the opposite. I like that snap back of the key effect whenever it comes back after I hit it, and that sound that it makes. I really like that. I know that viewers don't like it, so I'm going to get a silent one, but it's going to be a wide keyboard instead of a smaller one. So,
well, like I said, I came from a Mac, right?
Yeah.
I came from Mac, so I needed something that was similar to my iMac keypad or keyboard, so I got this one, right? Because it was the same, right? I mean, look at that. I mean, it's basically the same form factor, right? Mm-hmm. And it's laid out more or less the exact same as an iMac keyboard. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I was coming from that. I needed something to help me bridge that gap. And then I just kind of stuck with it. So what you're talking about is what they call a mechanical keyboard. It has that, cling, cling, cling. And they are getting hard to find these days because they just don't really make them anymore. So
Oh wow! Rob says he has John Heald's personal phone number. So if you want to write John Heald, give her Rob. He's got the inside 411. And this is Vicky's link, so everybody hit it and go because that's where we're going. Y'all take care of each other out there. Be sure to take care of yourselves. Hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And never, ever forget, from all of us over here at Go Live Together, we love you. Good morning and have a great day on purpose. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye,
Scott.
baby.
You lie, Scott.
Yes, I know. And thank you so much.
Okay, somebody got to let us go. Wait.
Coffee in my cup, sun just peeking through. TV glowing in the kitchen like it always do.
Cheryl's laughing first, Jeremy's got that grin. Ryan's talking ports and plans, Ricky's reeling us in.
Go live together, start the day, sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, rise and shine, talking trips that feel like mine. From cruise dreams to travel weather, I feel the world when we go live together. They're swapping little secrets, On packing light, packing smart. Which deck has the quiet spots where the late night stories start?
Scott's breaking all the tech news with that Scotty J Screen Star shine. I'm taking notes on napkins while my eggs get cold on the side.
Go live together, start the day, sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, rise and shine, talking trips that feel like mine. From cruise dreams to travel weather, I feel the world when we go live together. One day I'll book that cabin bag by the door, heart on my sleeve. Oh, yeah. Till then I'll keep on cruising through that YouTube show, make believe.
Go live together, start the day.
Sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together,